Are we gonna be happy if we perform, express our full potential? What do you think?
Uh, uh, it's, uh, it's another very situational one, probably. If I'm talking about myself, I think so. I think so. Like
You believe like
you want
giving.
to leave a mark. Like it's like the whole meaning of life and why are we here and
Can
yeah.
you only leave a mark if you give your full
No,
potential?
but that's how I've answered that question. So it's like
Okay.
I'm yeah.
You believe you will leave your mark if you express your full potential. Or
Yep. And I won't have regrets. Just like endless regrets. I could have done that. I could have done that. I no.
and you see yourself like deep diving into work, or just being
It
so
could be
driven with work and family that you feel on both ends satisfied, or how do you see this full potential?
it could be whatever. Just it could be a family or it could be sports or it could be work. Just like be passionate about what you do for the majority of the week. That's
A good balance of different kind of
yeah.
areas.
Yeah. I mean, could be that you're very passionate about work and you fill your whole week with it, but I doubt it. It'd be probably be a mix. Just yep.
Okay. And do you think you will reach this within 5 years or something?
5 years, I would hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before you're 30.
yeah, definitely before I'm 30.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if I will reach
I
there.
don't know. I have to say these things. It also motivates myself,
Okay.
and you know this. I they say things out loud to make it real, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah, now you're saying it to a whole audience of 3 viewers, maybe. So
Let's go.
shout out to the
Mark my
three
words.
three listeners. I don't know if it's three actually, but
Hmm.
there might be some people listening.
And
No.
how do you see it?
I think it's like with seasons. Some periods of time I will be very happy that I work hard and achieve maybe a very or a very precise goal. For example, like a little side project or
Mm-hmm.
some promotion I want to get at work. But I don't believe that it's something that I really have to put in the like. I don't believe like if I put in 100% of my effort and productivity tomorrow that I will be um, happy or like content where I'm gonna be. I believe this is something that has to grow on me. That I find something that satisfies me and makes me happy at the same time, because this is also not always is the case, I think.
Mm.
Sometimes I can be satisfied with my week, but it was maybe not the best week. For example, last week I didn't really did the no smoke Monday to Tuesday, but I still had a good week. I did the things I wanted to do. I got some things done. I talked to the people I wanted to talk, and it felt like a good week. So I think happiness and satisfaction lies different for me, and then the potential that I bring to the table to that is also very different. But yeah, like you say, I think it depends a lot of the the goals and the the objectives that you set for yourself.
Mm.
If your work is something you really want to put in your time, then I think I could reach the full potential. But
Yeah.
at my current job, I don't think I'll ever have 100% of
No.
my effort put in.
But even if it's not your job, don't you think? Wouldn't you feel some regret in any part of your life, like that you could be doing better, and you'll look back at it like, oh, I,
I don't
I,
know. It's like the question of what are we supposed to do for me. Like I don't believe there is really too much meaning to life in the sense of what an individual should do.
no.
I believe everybody has their own interpretation of what they want to achieve, and and realize in life. Some people are gonna be like me for their whole life, that they just float down the river and never really make an effort, like I was maybe a few months ago. But I think other people will be working their whole life, and they always get near to this satisfaction or this full potential, and they can also be very happy with where they're going. But I believe, yeah, I think it's not something, it's not something defined. Like, everybody can change their opinion about it. Everybody can be like, at this point, I want to say fuck it to everybody, and I don't want to hang out with my friends. I think everybody can be very fluid in that sense. 1 week or 1 month, they can be like, okay, I'm fully driven, I want to do this shit.
Yeah.
And the other month, they're like a bit slackier. And
Yeah.
as long as they're moving towards the direction they want to go, I feel perfectly happy for them, or happy for myself.
Yeah.
But I think it's difficult to stay focused on what you want to achieve, because we have a lot of nuisance around us, distractions, people with different goals, people that want your time for different goals.
Yeah.
I don't mean being selfish is the way to go, but I also believe that my own satisfaction and potential comes first before I start doing other stuff for people. I don't know. I just don't get that much satisfaction of actually being with or helping certain persons. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I'm
difficult
definitely
to
not
say.
a hero on that front either. But I don't know. It's
Is it something you've like? I've talked about it with my mom a bit, but is it something that you feel like it's lacking with us? That we should feel more like satisfied with helping others, or be more interested in people's lives? How do you see that?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I know that it's like a kind of a weakness, so that it's just not very natural to me. So yeah, but I think it's definitely. We talked about this a little before, but it's, you appreciate it when other people help you and when other people are interested. So it's just, you should return the favor, like, to those people that you value. I mean,
I don't mean to say that I don't give back what I get. I that's like common sense for me, but that's like very prit quo quo in my head, you know.
Yeah, that's different than just doing it, but that's just also not who I am. So I won't go further than that, probably. It's also pretty brutal to say, but
that's also what I had to say to my mom. Like, at some level, the amount of time and money I want to invest in certain things kind of becomes too difficult for me. And I don't know if it's just like something that maybe, I don't know what made us or made me this way, you know. Is it normal, or is it just something that everybody feels and nobody really tries to say it or says it out loud? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's difficult sometimes.
I think it just comes with self-confidence a little bit, and maybe slightly thinking, not that you are better than other people, but you do really valuing your own opinion, and you're just, I don't know, maybe it's not really those traits, but it's definitely some personality traits that just have a higher tendency of being less, you're just less focused on relationships in your life.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing, you know? Like, it's how does that fit in your full potential, you know?
Yeah.
How much of your time should you help others around you? How much of your time should we focus on ourselves?
For me, that's also part of it. I'm trying to compensate on that part and just go out of my way to.
No, I can tell.
Try to like make up for that, and that counts as productive time for me. I value it as high as work. Wait, it's not the same as work, but it's like.
Yeah. It's just difficult for me sometimes, I think, because there is like like if I put in, I would say this much hour into some project, I would see some progress. And with helping others, it's like it's a bit like like a bottomless pit sometimes. Like you can help shovel or get water out of the pit, but there will always be water, you know.
Mm.
And I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I'm just being part of it, but not really fixing it or something. You know, like you're there to help and do the things, but there is maybe not so much improvement or evolvement.
Don't
And you
really.
keep doing similar things or something. You know, for example, a needy
Mm.
friend. I don't.
Uh,
That's always like, hey, do you want to hang out? And you're like, okay, that's nice. I
mm,
want to hang out with you to help you a bit also,
mm,
because maybe they have less friends or something.
mm,
But it's not something that always like satisfies you, you know? Like it's
mm,
something you always kind of
yeah,
does for the other person.
yeah. And a lot of people would just be happy because they made this person
Yeah,
happy.
and that's difficult for me. I have
Mm,
a few examples in my head of these kind of
mm,
cases.
yeah, yeah. Don't think I'm definitely on that side of the spectrum, but I don't think I'm super extreme on that part. I mean, maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's not our strong point.
No,
Like,
definitely. I think
uh,
much of the
mm,
people know that we are not the best people to keep in touch with. We
uh,
we
yeah,
don't we don't engage too much from ourselves. I think
mm,
that's for me partially just that I never really
it takes a lot of effort
yeah
to do everything you want to do for yourself, and then
and
sometimes
then
you just can't
extra
make that time, or it just, yeah,
and when I don't reach that doing things for myself level, I find it difficult to help others because I feel like I
yeah,
should first help
same.
myself. And
I think
I
that's
think
healthy.
people I
Mm.
think people are I think it's also healthy,
I mean,
but I think other people usually don't do this. I think
no, no,
we are a bit more on the minority in that part.
yeah, I probably a lot of people will just go to friends and just go be social to make themselves feel better. I mean, it's not really being social. It's, yeah, no, like helping others. It's, yeah, no.
It's difficult being
Yeah,
altruistic. I,
yeah,
everybody wants to be this kind of guy that I
yeah.
can help others, but if you
Mm,
actually take note of what you have to do and how much time you have to invest,
mm.
it's a big part sometimes, you know.
And honestly, if you really would want me to help you, you should. I mean, don't have to do anything, but like ask and then like tell them. You could tell me that it's like it would be really important, or like it would be really nice for me if
Yeah,
you could come do this. I don't know. I need a little bit of an extra push because
yeah, I think definitely.
people that 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 makes it like obvious that I don't really want to do it, but if you really want me there, I will be there. I do feel like I'm kind of that way.
I
So,
have that feeling with my parents especially, that if
mm,
they ask me to do something
mm,
in the restaurant for them, I only
mm,
jump in or help them when it's really the
mm,
last resort, you know.
mm,
And that's
mm,
kind of what I meant with the bottomless pits. Like
mm,
there is always help that they
mm,
can,
yeah,
that they need, you know. And I
mm,
could always help them, but
mm,
it on the end of the day it doesn't stop the pit
no.
from drying up or whatever.
But sometimes it also feels good because you're like, oh, this is what maybe someone else would have done.
Yeah, and I
Mm,
think those moments are the moments that
mm,
they are like, we really need you, and then you're
mm,
like, okay, I feel
mm,
satisfied
yeah,
being there.
yeah.
I feel
Exactly the same
like
thing again. You're just satisfied with
yeah,
like this, probably what a good son would do or whatever. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Maybe we get too little
mm,
satisfaction from. I don't know. I think
mm,
it's pretty much that what what it is
mm,
for me, that I get too little satisfaction from like casual helping things, you know,
yeah,
casually helping my parents, casually helping
mm,
other people. It 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 gives too little satisfaction, I guess, and it's difficult to say sometimes. especially to your parents or something. Like, I don't actually want to help you. It's not something you want to say, but on the other hand, yeah, you also want to achieve the level of potential you want for yourself, and that's always like a trade-off for me. If I have to invest in that, I have less to invest in myself.
Yeah, or you could take it off your other time, but yeah, no, it's always gonna be a trade-off, exactly.
Yeah, it's difficult. But anyways, I think I will not be happier if oh, it's difficult to say, man. Damn, what is my full? There's like such a, maybe it's like a scale that never ends. Your full potential. You can never reach your full potential.
Yeah,
How about
it
that?
would just take some humility to be like, this is my full potential. It's probably also a little lacking for me.
That you always envision yourself doing more,
yeah,
or better
it's
things.
kind of a standard thing. Like, you think you're meant for greatness, or like
Yeah.
a lot of people probably think that, and only a few are probably actually.
That's true.
So probably also will come when you get older. A little bit of humility, maybe. Be like, yeah, I think this is the best I can do.
If you encounter some experiences that you were not able to solve, I guess, like most of the things that are getting thrown at me, I'll always find some solution to it or get some workaround. Yeah. I guess if there's like something that and this maybe for me honestly is addiction for me, maybe like the first thing I have to admit at some point, maybe, that I cannot do it on my own, you know. That's maybe that's where the humility begins for me. I don't know.
A good bombshell.
Yeah. But yeah, that's another whole other discussion for maybe another time.
Yep.